Alright, we're on our way riding. We're going to Buffalo Bill's grave and museum here in Colorado. We just want to get a little view of what the view looks like. So here we go. Arriving at Buffalo Bill's grave and museum.
Oh, there's buffalo.
Tatanka. Get on it. Roger. Excuse me.
It's hair.
Danny Trejo. Buffalo Bill visit our town. Too far.
Vandalism doesn't help either.
Yeah, no. There's gotta be somebody. Oh, geez. Holy smokers. Oh, my lands. Red Rock. Get some better views up the top of Red Rock. Okay, we're on our way up Dinosaur Ridge. Gonna go up here, see some dinosaur footprints. Supposed to be the #1 in the world. But you gotta climb, you gotta walk about 2/3 of a mile. We'll get there. We'll get to see some. We'll show you some. All right. Rare Raptor track. Right there. Kind of washed away, but okay. Okay, we're here. Oh, well, look at that, all over the rock. This is cool. Get a little volcanic gas going on there. Hot. Yeah, boy. On our way up to see some falls in Boulder, Colorado. Quite curvy.
Yep.
big as this mountain is, it ought to be big old falls we see. We made it. Here we go, heading to Dragon Man's. Definitely off the
In
beaten
1/2
path
mile,
California.
turn left on Dragonman Drive.
Okay, we made it Dragon Man's. We're here. Do not come before 9:30 or after 5. He means it.
This building is 75,000 square feet. I got 132 vehicles in this one building. You're going to go through my oldies but goodies room. I got 40 hot rods and 92 military vehicles. We cover everything from Afghanistan all the way down to George Washington, 1775. In the next couple hours, you guys are really going to learn a lot about military history. Anybody have any questions before we go in? No? Okay.
Spin on what you're looking at, okay? Everything, our guns, over 95% of our guns are operational. All the ammunition that you see is all live, okay? So what you're looking at, think about who came and who wore those and sacrificed themselves for our freedoms, okay, to allow us to do what we do today. I'm just going to take a minute of our time and then we're going to move on. Just because of what happened yesterday, again, I'm not going to talk to politics. I want to remember those 13 brave Marines that died, and this kind of jumped out at me. It is the soldier, not the reporter, who has given us the freedom.
And then the Americans. So it goes from World War I, 1917, as the years went by, to what they're wearing today. The last one is from the Air Force, the one next was from the Army. The rarest gas mask I have are right here. This is the baby gas mask from World War II, from Belgium. This one's from France. The moms used to put the whole baby in the gas mask and pump the charcoal filter on the left side because the baby is too small to wear a gas mask. Okay, the next rarest one, I only have 2 of these. This is the waterproof gas mask made out of rubber for the invasion of France, June 6, 1944. But luckily, the Germans didn't use any chemical or biological weapons on the Allies or the Americans during D-Day. If they did, if you watch that movie, Save Private Ryan, all the guys coming off the landing craft would have these gas patches on their right arm, right there. And this would show if there's agents in the air, it would turn blue like my jeans. That was a very smart idea because like that COVID-19, there's no odor or anything. So by the time you know you have it, it's too late. So this would turn blue and you still have a little time to put your gas mask on. So that was a very good idea. I bet you some Jewish guy probably invented this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move down here a little bit. This is the only one I ever shot here about 12, 13 years ago. See the size of the shell? 57 millimeter. I shot it at my 220-yard range, which is 660 feet long. The berm, that's the pile of dirt that stops the bullet, is 25 to 30 feet thick, and the whole thing collapsed. Yeah, it took me 2 days with my front end loader to put the dirt back up. So I definitely can't shoot the bigger ones until something happens in town, something big. And I think it's coming. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, these are World War II. This was main designed in 1950 and used right through Korea. It was hauled around on the M38A1 Jeep. In Vietnam, it was hauled around on the 151A2 Jeep with the split windshield, where the barrel would sit almost on the hood and go in between the windshields. This here's a spotting rifle. See on the top here? The artillery sergeant would take a tracer and shoot it through that spotting rifle, and he could get an idea where the shell is going to go. Okay? To own something like this, you have to put in for a destructive device permit, which is very, very hard to get, especially after the 9/11 20 years ago. The government doesn't really want the public to have weapons this powerful. You can't blame them. Anybody have any questions? Okay, we're going to move right around the turn. Where are you guys from? Georgia. Pretty hot and sticky over there. Hey guys, come on in. Hitler's waiting. Machine gun in World War II, GMG-42. See those 8mm bullets hanging off the receiver? All these bullets were dated 1938. Yes, see the date? 1938. See that? All the head stamps on all the ammunition, World War I, World War II, are all dated. That's why World War I and World War II stuff is so collectible, because every country dated 98% of everything. They stopped doing that during Korea. So anyway, Hitler was way ahead of everybody. He had the fastest shooting machine guns. He had the Bismarck, the biggest battleship. He had the Tiger tanks, the biggest tanks. They developed and used in 1944 the first jet fighter. They had the V-1, the V-2 flying bomb. It goes on and on. But Hitler wanted to take over too much, too fast, and all his generals warned him that he shouldn't, take over everything so fast. Have to go slow, but you can't tell Hitler what to do. His biggest mistake, June 23rd, 1941, he woke up one morning and decided to take over Russia. He sent 3 million soldiers to Russia. 1 million to Stalingrad, 1 million to Leningrad, 1 million to Moscow. 1941 winter uniform. I paid a lot of money for this from another museum. They only made this uniform less than 1 year, 1944 to 45. We got the general, we got the SS Gestapo in charge of the death camps. If you look on the right, see all those helmets with the point on the top? Those are called Kaiser helmets. They're over 100 years old. 100 years ago, people were a lot smaller. Look how small their heads were. You see that? There was no fast food, no McDonald's, no Burger King, no Carl's Jr., and no pizza. See that? How old are you?
14.
14. I bet you this, let's see if it fits.
Oh, wow.
See, it don't fit. Yeah, and he's 14. Okay? Give you an idea, sometimes I tell people prices. If you really want to know, all you have to do is ask me. A helmet like this right now goes anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah, German stuff is worth a lot of money, as long as it's original.
I have one just like it.
Yeah, that's the bayonet for the K98.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, let's move down a little bit. This is every Maltese cross from 1914 to 45. This is a political uniform, just like Hitler used to wear in 1933. About 20-something years ago, I paid $6,000 for that uniform. I thought it was a ripoff. It's worth about 12 grand now. It's made in Berlin, from the hat to the boots. Okay? Well, this is every hat and every helmet they used in World War I and World War II. Over here, if you turn around, this is every gas mask they used in World War I and World War II. Yeah, you guys won't see a better collection than this. I've been collecting this stuff for almost 50 years. Right. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you the rarest thing I have in the museum. Okay, I got your attention now. Okay, in 1944, Hitler's bodyguards were issued 15 gun belt buckles. You push the lever on the right side, and the 3 barrels pop right out of the gun belt buckle. That's why I have it, displayed. Okay, on the left side, 1, 2, 3 is the firing triggers, and the one I have, I'm going to show you, the serial number is number 1. Yeah, it's got number 1 on all the parts. If you look real close to the front of the gun belt buckle, it's made out of sterling silver. It's engraved 1944 SS number 1 on all the parts. I demonstrated the gun belt buckle for the Discovery Channel 9 years ago. So if you want to take a picture of it, it's in the history books. It's right here in the middle, because they want the money first. Okay, guys, so anyway, these were all 100% Holocaust uniforms. I paid over $3,000 for each one. This runs from Sobor concentration camp from Poland, Auschwitz, Buchenwald, Dachau. After the war, all this stuff was gathered up, it was buried, it was burnt. The German people really didn't want the world to know what happened, but it was too big of a thing, to hide. Yeah. Get any better than that. Yeah, that's the cyanide. Yeah, see that? It's about 1 inch long. There you go.
Is that retained by something?
You want to taste it? What's that?
Is that retained by something in there? Or
Oh
you
no,
just
no,
put it
it's
back
vacuum.
like
The
it's
vacuum. It's so precisionally machined.
That's incredible.
It's vacuum. Yeah. 75% of the 45 swords I have the family's name engraved in the metal, the year it was made, and every one of them has a brand of the maker. And I have the book home going back almost 600 years. So within 40 years, I could determine when the sword was made. Okay? They were very, very, very proud people. They never, ever want to give up, right? And disgrace their family or their religion. They carry these suicide knives in their belt. This one's 400 years old. These are sharp as a razor. Hey, you want to see how sharp this is? Just put your finger there sideways. How sharp is that?
That's sharp.
Yeah, and you need a shave.
I can't deny that.
Maybe after the tour we'll make a video. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, they say a prayer, say goodbye to their family, they get on their knees, they take both hands, and they go right through their chest. Hopefully, they're hoping they hit the heart, and they die right away. Okay, if they didn't have the sword, they'd carry cyanide. This is the original box that was issued to the troops to carry the cyanide. Yeah, see that? Okay, the cyanide is still in here, never used. Yeah, see that? Yeah, you'll never see this at another museum because they won't allow it. Yeah, see that? Cyanide. Okay, here's cyanide in a bottle with wax on the top. This is enough to kill 20 people. Yeah, see that? Cyanide. And it doesn't freeze in the cold. I found that out the hard way. I left it here out one winter. Okay? Okay, you guys ready for this? Okay, here's the family pack.
Oh my God.
Yeah, see that? So, if you lost your girlfriend, you don't have a job, they're taking your new car away, I'll sell you one, $100. Cash. It's got to be cash. Yeah, see, that's cyanide. Soldiers didn't make it home alive. Okay, so Vietnam. I know a lot about Vietnam because, of course, I got drafted back then. We only took 4 pictures of Dragon Man, and this is one of them. This is Dragon Boy. See that? 18 years old, I got drafted. Here's Dragon Boy. That was pretty cute. A lot of girls after me. Yep. Now I'm not that cute. Now they're after my wallet. Okay, that's me on the M42 Dusters. My name is right there, MEL. That's me on the 211 Deuce and a Half, Ho Chi Minh Trail. That's me in front of the tank, and there's my honorable discharge. So I did my part. Okay? I don't know if you guys know it, but Nixon in 1971 stopped the draft, and that was a very, very bad idea. This is the draft notice everybody got in the 60s. Did yours look like that?
Yeah.
Okay, it tells you where to report, how much time you have, like 30 days, and after that, your life is over. You belong to the government. Right. And tell you the truth, why I said they shouldn't have stopped the draft is because me and my friends in Brooklyn, New York, everybody growing up in Brooklyn, New York, was really on the wrong side of the road. Not real bad, but, growing up bad, But 2 or 3 months in the Army, they straightened us right out. And that's what they would have done to all these kids that are shooting up the schools and disrespecting the cops. I think they should load them all up on a C-130 airplane and drop them off at Kabul airport in Afghanistan for basic training. Absolutely. Yeah. But that'll never happen. Yeah. And walk through the smoke. So one of the smoke bombs that looks like a flare, you know, road flare, took off and went right through Terry. And this was my late wife here, Terry. And of course they canceled the show. And she died right on the spot. So I put her memorial right next to her father, Stan Flanell. He was in World War II and Korea. I took this picture of him wearing that shirt probably less than 2 months before he passed away of cancer. Put your helmet on, get your weapon out. This isn't a drill, this is the real deal. Yeah, okay, we're getting attacked. Hit the ground, put your helmet on. All these cars on your left are from the 50s. We got a 58, 57, 56, 55, 54. I got 40 hot rods, 108 restored gas pumps, 62 bicycles, 51 pedal cars, but only one girlfriend. What do you think, kids? Look at all the toys Dragon Man has. Yeah? What do you get a guy like me for Christmas? Okay, guys, what's that?
57 all original, or is it?
Well, it's got a Corvette motor in it. Yeah, other than that, it's got a 5-speed manual. So does my 55. That's got a 383 stroker motor in it. 5-speed manual MEL. What do you think of this little race car? Pretty cool, huh?
Did you get a picture of it?
Shooting video right now, then I'll get a picture.
Yeah, that's a Dragon bike. And the eyes light up, shoots fire right at the mouth. And those are real machine guns on the handlebars. Yeah, you better not cut me off.
I think you're outside of your, outside where we come in. I think you like skeletons and stuff.
Skeletons? Yeah.
Let's talk about the entranceway.
Yeah, right, yeah. We never got a trick-or-treater in 40 years. Yeah, not one kid was brave enough to ring my doorbell. You know why?
It was after 5.
You probably won't leave. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, guys, this is my Dragon motorcycle I built in 1967. That's how I got my nickname, Dragon Man. Since then, I made 17 other Dragon bikes. They're all over the United States. But this is the original Dragon bike. I used to drive this all around Brooklyn, New York, Queens, Manhattan, the Bronx, New Jersey. And people used to go, hey, there goes the Dragon Man. And that's how I got my nickname. And then when I moved to Colorado, I got my Class 3 machine gun license. And I was able to put submachine guns on the handlebars, 9mm. Yeah, I had to do that because there's a lot of people moving here from California and they don't know how to drive. Right. But if you look on my Facebook page, just 2 weeks ago, I was in the shooting range, me and my brother, and we set up a target and I was driving us around and shooting the machine guns as I'm driving. That was called the Dragon Drive-By. Right. So anyway, I got out of the Army and let's see, I built this in 1967. And back then, I got back to New York, all my friends were building choppers, they were building hot rods, they were doing all the stuff the young kids don't do anymore, it's too bad. But this was my idea to be wild, you know? I took 2 pieces of sheet metal, 1/8 inch thick, 125,000 thick, I cut it out with a torch. My brothers had oxygen acetylene tanks. I didn't have any money really for a welding machine. I welded the whole thing together. It took about 2 months with coat hangers, gas welded with coat hangers. And 54 years later, it's still holding up. Isn't that something? So that's the Dragon motorcycle. It shoots fire out of the mouth 5 feet, the eyes light up, and this is a big hit wherever I take it. Okay, let me tell you about some of these gas pumps here. You've probably never seen gas in Connecticut. The motor, the 671 blower, and the Demon carburetors, the whole setup, cost around $37,000. It's hooked up to a B&M Hydro 4-speed automatic transmission. It's got a narrowed Ford 9-inch rear with 411 gears, and the tires in back of this are 18 inches wide. I had it out at the Hot Rod Show last Saturday night. In fact, the Saturday Night Hot Rod Show is on for tomorrow night, if you guys live in town. I'm there every Saturday night, and I take a different car.
Oh yeah, they're glued at this point. In the air.
We are now in the Garden of the Gods. Beautiful. We're gonna go find the balancing rock. Wow. Cool. You can do it.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna have hiking shoes on, you know that, right?
Yeah. Just take off running and don't stop. That's the trick.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty. Well, yeah. Whew. Let's go.
Do what?
Let's go up through there. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about, my sexy chickadee. Okay. You can crawl on up, get on top of it. Hiking along. Ryder would love this. Yeah, the views are pretty spectacular.
Hey, Jackal! Jackal, come here!
Yep, we're on our way back now. Okay, a couple places we stopped. It's all downhill from here. Just gotta make sure we don't get run over.
I help you, sir.
Up the side, up to Pikes Peak.
Number 3, it's much cooler at the summit today, so make sure you have something nice and warm with you. And once again, masks are required, so I'd like to see everyone wear those masks over your mouth and over your nose during the entire trip. It is with great pride that we welcome you to the newly reopened Broadmoor, Manitou, and Pikes Peak Railway during the 2021 season. After nearly 130 years of continuous operation, we decided some renovations were finally in order and closed the railway for retooling after the 2017 season. 3.5 years later, and with some very generous funding from the owner of our parent company, Mr. Bill Atchitz, we are proud to say we are finally back in business with new and newly remodeled trains, state-of-the-art accommodations, and an updated depot, and a shiny new track built from the bottom to the top. So when I point out ramps outside, I go to refer to things on the 2-seat side or the 3-seat side, so nobody misses anything cool. And keep the trains hitting the switches right on time. So we call this one Diamond Rock. Diamond Rock is now passing the center of the train. Diamond Rock, like all the other rock you'll see around us today, is made up of a 900 million year old mixture of mica, feldspar, and quartz. This mixture is so unique to the area that it's called Pikes Peak granite. Now Pikes Peak granite is very soft and prone to erosion such as wind and water. Seems like some of you didn't like my little joke this morning. I said it was higher than Niagara Falls, not bigger. We are currently at an elevation of 8,300 feet above sea level. That's 8,000 feet higher than Niagara Falls. There it is, folks. This 25% grade hill. The location of the Halfway House Hotel is now passing the center of the train. On the 3-seat side, you might notice some water coming out of a pipe. This pipe is connected to the oldest and longest operating hydroelectric plant on this side of the Mississippi. This electric plant was built by the city of Colorado Springs in the early 1900s and powers about 200 homes in the area. Also over on the 3-seat side, special will happen to these aspen trees. Those green leaves will start to turn a brilliant golden yellow. It's a very popular time to come visit us again on the Prague Railway. A journey of exploration similar to the one of Lewis and Clark. He and his men were exploring the southern boundary of the Louisiana Purchase when they saw this mountain in the distance. They believed it was 18,000 feet in elevation and they were determined to climb it. Well, they were in their summer uniforms, rations were running low, and they were waist deep in November snow. Unfortunately, Zebulon Pike did not summit the mountain that bears his name. He did not name the mountain for himself in his journals. He modestly called it the Grand Peak. It was the explorers that came after him that named the mountain after him. Some big car sheep on the 3-seat side.
Females.
First time I've seen them. I thought they were like the big ones.
That's the males.
Now, when you get off the platform, if you go to your left, that is the new Summit Center. The Summit Visitor Center. And if you go to your right, there's a brand new observation deck with world-class views.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Come this way.
Look at the view, look at the view. Yeah, we are going that way also.
Okay, we are trying to traverse down this rocky place. Trying to get there, but I don't know if we're gonna have time. Okay.
Video with me having asthma.
No, I didn't. Not till now.
He was filming the whole time. She's like, my last shot's filming. We rented the car. We went there twice to Vegas, so the second time. We did the Hoover Dam.
Welcome back to Manitou Springs, everybody. Please come again soon and remember to tell your friends.
Cave of Winds.
In 1 mile, arrive at Cave of the Winds.
I'm not seeing any traffic. We might go get right on that swing.
No.
Cave of the Winds, here we go. Good old mining car. Here we go. Now we're going to eat.
Man, thing flies back though.
It does.
You're not going on it. No.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, slow motion. Where'd you go, bare feet?
Yeah, in case you...
Oh my god, Lord.
Well, there wasn't very much screen. I expected a lot more.
I did too. What a ride.
Go all the way down there.
Yeah.
That looks terrifying.
There is nothing there.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Steve, watch right.
Construction was reported
I
on
am watching the road.
I-25.
These are some sharp curves too.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's see what the GPS looks like.
Oh my god.
Well, this is real difficult for me to have to do this.
Put it down, babe. Okay?
I gotta record it.
Please stop. Seriously, it's not worth dying for. All right? Nobody's gonna see the damn video anyways if we die. It's not gonna do you any good.
Sure they will. They'll know what happened.
Yeah, we died because my husband was an idiot. Oh my god, oh my god, there's nothing on that side.
Nothing. Just some deer standing. Big old buck right there.
Please watch.
I am watching. Dang, woman. Some dude weed eating.